My name's MC Mello, you're watching Third Eye.
While I take a second to reflect on Creator, first in existence, true Lord and Sustainer, Master, Maker, created the shaper, arrive from mind's eye, revealed on paper. While I take a second to reflect on my being, look into my soul, I do not like what I'm seeing. Everyone's a ragger, everybody's bad. People be making me crazy mad. Walk around my room and I fume. Rage embraced me, I've been consumed. I try to hold it in, but my mind's reading danger. Acts of violence, this man is no stranger. Only takes a second to spark this. The light's overwhelmed, I'm consumed by the dark. What can I do as my blood pressure bruised? Confused, erratic, but I still have to choose. What can I do to release all the anger? What can I do to release all the rage? What can I do to release all the pressure? What kind of move should I make? While I get to thinking and my brain starts ticking. Enough man be smoking the rock and be licking. Take, sting a hand back then jet. Fucking cards in the back, man, I'm set. The bills are pouring in, I cannot take it no more. Poll taxes and pay the bailiffs at my door. And everything is hot. All that I got. My hi-fi, my video, the TV.
And so if you just want to start by just telling me about, basically you haven't been on the scene for quite a while now, so you just want to go into that and why you've been off the scene for so long.
I ain't been on the scene for a long time because I've been like watching Third Eye. Nah, in 1990 I released the last MC Mello recording that came out. You know, it's like 1990. That was the album Thoughts released, produced by Sparky Ski, all cuts and scratching performed by DJ Pogo, and all lyrics written by me and performed by me. We released that on Republic Records. And what the problem was is that basically the Republic got some problems with distribution from Rough Trade. I wasn't fully happy myself, and so, you know, I wanted to release singles from there, from the album, get a few singles out. But what happened was that in the end, you know, it came to the end of the term of my deal and we kind of dissolved it. But, you know, at least I got the album out, people get to know of us, Debt Incorporated and the whole shebang. So, in 1990 and 1991, I was doing a lot of projects like Karen Wheeler. I rapped with Karen Wheeler on that album, Junior Giscombe. I did 2 tracks in Manadu Bango and quite a lot of touring in Europe with him, which was really good. And it allowed me to be able to blend the rap with the jazz and the African music and everything. So, 1991, we began talking with Jazzy B and his Funky Dread label, which was picked up by Motown. And as it went on, we got the lawyers together, got things sorted out, and I signed a deal. Signed a deal with him in 1991, proceeded recording my second album. By 1991, the album was recorded, a good 14 to 15 tracks. Beginning of 92, we mixed it. Had it mixed by the beginning of 92, had to go back in a couple months later to just finish off some mixing. So these were the things that was keeping me quiet for 2 years. The fact that we were sorting out a deal, recording that album, but I was still doing shows. Me, Pogo, Cutmaster Swift, Sparky, we was doing lots of shows all around Europe and other places around the world. So I was busy and I was getting things together. But in 1992, when I wanted to release the album, Motown actually dropped the Funky Dread label. The deal was dissolved. There's a big shake up in Motown and like all the dominoes is falling. I'm just one of the dominoes, basically. So I needed to get my material out. I needed to get the stuff out, and basically I think it would have had to mean Funky Dread Records going off their own back to finance it, no longer Motown finance. So I'm not too sure how Motown and Funky Dread was gelling together anyway, but I needed my material out, and Funky Dread had to finance it, which they didn't seem to really either want to do, or they felt that they couldn't do it for whatever reasons. Everybody that heard the album was going mad about the album. That's from white people to black people, hip hop people to rock people. It didn't matter. Everybody that heard it they heard flavours on there which they was going mad about. So it's no issue that the album, nobody can say the album isn't a good album or it's not well produced or anything, because it went past saying this is a good British album. This is a bad hip hop album. That's all it is to it. Whether it's British from West Coast or whether it's from East Coast or Canada or Japan or whatever, or Europe, it's a bad album. So basically, I was very frustrated for the year of '92 because I had no way of getting my records out. I was trying to be in good faith with the record company and just say, look, you know, I'm doing my job. I produced the album. I've written, you know, we've got all the stuff there. We've mixed it. Come on, let's get it out. But the shit went deeper than that. And you say, shit. I recorded that album. I delivered the album. We was given a specific amount of money to record the album, of which I did. When the album was recorded, because it's hip hop now, I bring to the record company the papers saying that, you know, what samples got paid for. When they found out how much the samples cost, they were telling me I have to pay for it. That they're not paying for it. Now this is where we get in a problem now, because I'm saying, you know, what's going on here? Anyway, they said they're not paying for it, I got paid for it. I told them the recording budget is a recording budget. Yeah, I've recorded, I've paid the producers, the singers, all the other rappers, they're being paid for recording. This is sample business, it's not, where is it saying in the contract, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this was what the problem was. The record company is not gonna pay for the samples. And as it went on, it started to get a bit to the point where I was saying, look, I've delivered an album, I've fulfilled my side of the contract, when are you gonna do yours? And they were saying, look, we're not accepting your album. You say you delivered it, but we're not accepting it because it's not, the samples have not been paid for, therefore the album's not delivered.
But didn't that render the contract void then?
Well, yeah, but you know, it was also a great era. This is why the lawyers had to get involved. Because really and truly, to me and with the record company, it was total bad faith. They signed me to the deal, and I'm signing to Motown, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, Jazzy B, he come from the street, I come from the street. He's had to fight so hard to make so successful. I've been fighting hard to make myself successful. I've had obstacles in my way, I've had hurdles in my way, I've had the most problems. One of the reasons I signed was because it's Motown, and because he was talking to me in a way of, yes, my brother, we can do something. My brother, we can hook up some things together, my brother. We can get things to work together. And I was like, that's what I like to hear. Let's see what we can do. Always keeping one eye open, you understand me? And when all this started to happen, it showed me that my brother don't mean shit, basically. It's all about money. It's all about money, it's all about losing money, and it's all about making money. And so, this just like for '92, this plus other things that was happening in my life at that time, I just said, let me just take a step back from it. Because I saw too much sharks, I saw too much wickedness going down, and I saw too much kind of exploitive devil shit as far as I'm concerned, you know? Right. So I stepped out of the scene and the whole music industry. So did it kind of disillusion you from wanting to make records and that, yeah? No, not from necessarily making records. It disillusioned me from the music industry. Right. Is this what I got to go through just to get a record out, which is saying what I believe and what I want to say? You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like I'm getting stopped by some white racist bigot BNP man who doesn't want me, who wants to keep me where I am. I'm getting held back by an ex-black man who's coming from the same place I'm coming from, which is confusing me. And I was like, well, if this is the kind of people I'm dealing with, you know, fuck it, man. With these people, with some people you have to deal with, it's not about what you're saying anymore. It's about money. It's only about money. It's about figures. It's about, you know, I had man coming to me telling me, look at this is the kind of records that's selling, rah, rah, rah. And I'm saying to myself, shit, man, you people are DJs and that. Don't tell me about what's selling. Listen to what I've done.